What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I haven't done a stimulus video in a while, and I kind of left it up to a bunch of other people. I wasn't really getting too many stimulus check, questions, which recently I have been getting a couple of stimulus check questions. So that's why I've been doing a lot of the, stock investing. I'm talking about AMC, GME. I'm talking about day trading, swing trading, any type of investing as well. But now I'm getting some questions on stimulus because people want to know about this, but there's a lot of people that are still doing a ton of videos per day on stimulus. I really only have the time to probably upload one and then go into some other things that I like to talk about. But before we get into this, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. So I wanted to go into this article here. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the third stimulus check. How soon might you receive the $1,400 check? And I really like going into this. Yes, this is March 6th. It has been updated as we looked at the Senate information. So the Senate passed the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package with some things that were edited in it, which some things that I'm kind of excited about, especially with the student loan forgiveness, just something putting out there, just something that's put out there, saying student loan forgiveness is really good. Having that out there, and it's not something that's like, this is the detail of student loan forgiveness. It's basically just saying we want this to be passable as we go through it. So it's definitely interesting to see that. But we're talking about the stimulus check. So the Senate approves the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package, and people are wondering when the checks might land in their accounts. The bill returns to the House early next week for final approval, given that the Senate and the House versions of the relief bills are different. And when they do have a difference, if the House passes something, it goes to the Senate, and the Senate changes something, that has to go back to the House so that they can show that they approve it, and they are going to do that. So it has to go through another thing there. But then it'll head to President Biden, to where he can sign off on this. And after the bill is signed into law, the IRS could begin delivering the checks within 1 week, and that would be really good. And that's all dependent on the timeline of the other stimulus checks. And if you look at that time frame, right? They're saying that it could be as early as the weekend of March 13th. So if you don't know some of the details here, a couple making less than $160,000 could have $2,800 deposited into their account. As we start to talk about some more of the details here, working families will get $1,400 per individual from the third stimulus check. Plus, they will benefit from a muscled up tax credit of $3,000 per child. That's amazing to be able to see that. And the good thing is, when we were looking at the Senate vote, I guess, you're going to see that Kamala Harris didn't actually have to come down. Vice President Kamala Harris didn't actually have to break any ties, which means that we had some sort of, not bipartisanship, but we did have some people cross the aisle, right? So that's always good. I don't really know exactly what the true vote was. But the Democratic senator struck a deal that limits the number of households qualifying for the $1,400 check, which is definitely a hit for a lot of people that were making a certain portion, because it's like a firm cutoff. And I understand that, they are going to have a phase out, but it's going to be a smaller phase out, or I guess a larger portion of dollars that are phased out as the price increases. So the Senate bill directs $1,400 direct payments to individuals earning up to $75,000, but cuts off at $80,000. So you really only have a $5,000 window. And then when you look at the couples, it's $150,000 you'll get the stimulus check. But if you get up to that $60,000 mark, if you hit that $60,000 mark or $160,000 mark, you're not going to receive anything. So you have a phase out of $10,000, which is not obviously a great thing. So looking at that, people are saying, when are we going to get this? So we could basically say that the earliest we can get it, is March 14th, March 13th, March 14th is when people can start receiving some things. How fast it takes for you to actually get it when things are signed into law, what you could do is actually file for your 2020 tax return if you haven't done that yet, and then you'll be able to get that into your tax return, so you know that you're getting it, rather than waiting on them to deposit it in a different situation. But if you're waiting on a check, you can just wait on the check if you don't file your taxes, and you could just wait on however you're going to get it. So this is where people are like, hey, I'm really happy that all this is happening. I'm not happy with the fact that they did cut some of the information here that people really depended on, especially with the fact that you lowered the requirements, or you increased the requirements. I don't really know how to classify it, but you basically said people that make over that $80,000 mark cannot get anything. People that make over 160, or couples that make over $160,000 cannot get that. So that's where it ends up being a little bit tricky for a lot of people, but it does go to a large group of people. So it's something that you compromised on. I'm not really a fan of all the compromising, because yes, you want to show that it's you're working with both sides, right, in any case. But the problem is that, in the past, they haven't really done that. Republicans have not really done that. They didn't care about what happened there. We're passing things as we're passing things, and that's what they're going to do, right? And I'm not making this a Republican and Democrat issue, but in the past, in order to get all of this stuff to the American people, the people that matter, and if Republicans don't really care about the American people, then they're not going to want to give you anything. There's a difference between getting something and getting nothing, and Republicans were going to give you nothing. Democrats are going to give you something. And Republicans basically just said, if we can squeeze anything out of this and not have them totally take everything, take the whole boat, then we win. And that's exactly what happened. So that's what's going on in my head, and what's happening in my opinion when it comes to the $1,400 checks. But it's good that we're getting something passed, getting something to the American people, as we're starting to hopefully get to the end of this pandemic, where we have states that are opening up. I believe Texas is going to be 100% open. They're not going to be doing any of that stuff. They'll probably still have the mask mandate. I'm not 100% sure about all the details here, but people are getting vaccinated. Things are looking pretty good. I don't know what the COVID cases actually look like, but I can say that we have some sort of progress here, and that's what I wanted. As I go back into the stimulus stuff, that's what I wanted, was that progress. So let me know when you think we're actually going to receive it. Do you believe it's going to be as early as we could get it? Do you believe that it's going to be a little bit later? We're going to have a little bit of more of a discussion here. There's no more negotiations there. It went through everywhere it needs to go through. Things are passed. It's passed. It's going to get passed in the House and then we'll go ahead and get our money, right? So a lot of people can get their money. A lot of people can go and buy food, pay their bills. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, for everyone, because there are people that are so far behind on their bills that, it's going to help a little bit. It's going to put in like it's going to take out one of the dents, but you still have a hail damaged car there. So let me know your opinion. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Don't forget to check out some of the other links, the credit card links. That does help out the channel. And I have some NFTs down there, which are pretty cool. They're all Emmy NFTs, if you're familiar with my dog. I have a Shiba Inu, and they're Emmy NFTs. There's 3 of them, and I'll continue to make more if we show any type of demand. But I was thinking of doing maybe like 20 and then leaving it at that, because it's supposed to be like stakeholders, to where we can have conversations and talk about different things, and have a Zoom meeting between all of these stakeholders. And whether you have a certain level, or if you have a level 3 or a level 1, you'll be able to do a lot more things or make decisions and have a say in some things versus other levels. So we'll see how that all plays out. I don't really know. I'm interested in NFTs. I wanted to create some just to see what all the hype is about. I seen that what is his name? Dave from Hey There Dave here, and also Dumb Money Live. I watched both of his channels. He made NFTs, and I was interested in his NFT. I just didn't have the time to go and get one, because they were being bid on, and I thought it would be very interesting to get one of those. But yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.